So look, I know I'm gonna sound crazy by saying this, but I'm cursed. More on that after the intro though, because diamonds, diamonds, and diamonds. In the last episode, we built this beautiful enchanting setup. Today, we're gonna put it to good use by talking one of the best ways to find diamonds in Minecraft 1.20. But guys, I gotta be honest with you, I desperately need you to do me a favor. In order to certify or return to level 30, in order to ensure great luck finding diamonds, and in order to save the rest of this episode, delete that like button for me. Please. Right now. So it was off to a beautiful start. In the original beginning of episode number 13 of the guide series, I went over to the enchanting table and did a tiny bit of enchanting. I even showed off some small upgrades that I did to the setup. After enchanting for a little while, I rocketed back up to the surface, made a quick stop at Bonezo, talked a little bit about submarines, and then actually used the cow crusher for the very first time. I got the cow crusher all the way up and got leather from the thing. It was kind of beautiful. Then it was back down to the enchanting setup for me. Over the enchanting setup, I had some of the worst luck that I had ever enchanting. I couldn't find the enchantment that I wanted at all, until eventually I could find the enchantment that I wanted at all. It's all black and white and sad and quite miserable, to be honest, because Depth Strider 3, we need it for what we're gonna do today, but I desperately wanted to find it on a book and put it on our beautiful boots from the last episode. But I couldn't do it. I tried and I tried and I tried, and I just couldn't find any Depth Strider 3 on one specific book. Moral of the story, don't look for one specific enchantment on an enchanted book. Anyways, here, sometimes I edit the episodes partially while I'm making them. This was one of those times, and thankfully I did that because the audio was missing. Like, 100% in Foley. I saw it recording, but all the audio from the first chunk of the episode is gone, and I don't know where it went. I wish I could say that I was joking when I was saying this, but, like, it literally is missing. Combine that with the terrible luck and the episode number, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Anyways, the other enchantments that I'm going to need for today, Aqua Affinity, Respiration 3, and Looting, the Fortune 3 as well. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But I guess I can't say it was all bad luck, though, because over here, this one good thing did come out of our enchanting run. You already know, later on, this is going right on that bow. That's beautiful. In today's guide episode, we're going to talk one of the best ways to find diamonds inside of Minecraft 1.20. And oh god, who are you and why are you here? The bad luck is terrible today. Leave me alone. I don't even have the time for you today. I don't even want to touch you. I don't know what's going to happen. I need to get far away from you, as far away from that thing as possible. That is terrifying. Bonzo, oh sweet Bonzo, I wish that I could bring you on an adventure today, but the fate has not been very good so far. Instead, you come with me to the smithing building, the smeltery. Over inside of the smeltery here, we need to build ourselves a diver's helmet. This diver's helmet is going to be an iron helmet because, I promise I have more diamonds, okay? Listen, I have more diamonds. They're somewhere. We're going to build our diver's helmet that'll help us find diamonds with this iron helmet. We're going to have Aqua Affinity on the helmet, and we're also going to have Respiration 3 on this helmet. This beautiful helmet that Bonzo is staring at right now is going to be our ticket for clean, easy diamonds. So in the last episode, I think I said somewhere, we'd talk about new enchantments when we get the new enchantments. And oh boy, we got 3 of them. Let's talk. Diamond diving enchantment number 1, Depth Strider. Ideally, Depth Strider 3. Check this out. I swapped my normal boots and all of a sudden I'm slow. Depth Strider 3 goes back on and I can move way quicker. It's actually kind of beautiful and it's going to be super useful because today we'll be going deep. This helmet has Aqua Affinity and Respiration on it. Check out my bubbles. With Respiration 3 at my helmet right here, I can breathe for so long under the water. It's actually insane. Now let's say I stop swimming around and I land right here. Then I want to mine something. Say this block is sand. Well, with Aqua Affinity on my helmet, I mine things just as quick as I do up on land. Alright, now Bonzo, come over here. Bonzo wanted to propose a little bit of a game. This helmet right here, that's going to be our diver's helmet. Bonzo would like you to name this helmet down below. You guys did not let me down with Camelotl over here. It was a beautiful name. We're going to do the exact same thing. Most like to comment. Best name down below names the diver's helmet forever inside of this world. Diamond diving has a nice ring to it, you know? The other supplies that we need for diamond diving today, doors. We're gonna want to have like a decent amount of doors on hand. Alternatively, if you don't really want to do doors and you're a little bit more cautious, you could bring a lot of magma blocks as well. Let's talk a little bit about waterlogging, a mechanic that was added to Minecraft in the 1.13 update. Before Minecraft 1.13, if you put anything that wasn't a solid block under the water, it would look really weird. Then when waterlogging was added to the game, you could put like a slab under the water, and the water basically just fills it in. And now for the most part, a lot of solid, full things, when placed under the water, get water inside of them, like slabs and fences. However, doors are one of the remaining things. You can't waterlog a door, which means when you place it under the water, you create an air pocket. If you move into that air pocket, you can breathe. That's going to be really important for what we're going to do today. So for diamond diving, you get yourself the 4 enchantments on screen, you get yourself something to create air under the water, and then optionally, if you wanted to, you get yourself a couple potions as well. You could get water breathing potions, not really necessary with the enchantments that we have, but night vision, check this out. If you drink a night vision potion and you're dealing with water, it becomes invisible, like the water is clear. You can see clean through it. But small thing, we haven't really found a brewing stand yet, or blaze rod, or even talked about potions at all. So for today, we're just gonna go ahead and skip the potions. Another kind of fire thing that might help out big time is gonna be a spyglass. And with a spyglass, we can take this thing and zoom in, look at the bottom of the water for holes. And so with that, my friends, we're off. Like some kind of explorer inside of a boat, we set out into the watery parts of our world and scan the bottom. Once we find something that looks like it gets a little bit deep, we'll double check it. And then we get a little bit closer with this water gear right here. Sometimes you'll find caves at the bottom of rivers and oceans that go deep. And then when they go deep, they keep going deep. Except this time it didn't work out like that. We find a cave that is a very, very wet, flooded cave. We dig around, swim around inside of that cave, and then we don't leave that cave. We stay there until we find lots and lots of sweet, sweet profit. So that's the condensed version of this method, my friends. And now there are 2 ways you can kick this thing off. Big cave. In an earlier episode of this series, I told you a little bit about my Minecraft guide diary that is absolutely not a diary, don't call it that. It's a journal, a notebook where I take note of things that I find in this world. Inside of that cool little notebook, I have note of something very, very interesting that I remember finding inside of this deep cave here. The only problem is, I don't remember the way. I don't know which way it is. And it's dangerous in here. Just like we did in the other episode, if we want to find diamonds, we need to get deep. Like, below Y16, deep. Eventually, as we find our way deeper down into our world, the slate starts to get a whole lot deeper. We find deep slate block. We find other wonderful ores that now, with Fortune 3, we can mine and actually multiply. Fortune 3, we found it last episode. Oh, that was absolutely clutch. If we mine copper with this stuff, it's like, I think it's like absurd. Like, look at that. 1 stack of copper, almost, from that small pit. Ah, yes, yes, yes. This is starting to look a whole lot more familiar. As we start to move a little bit deeper, we find a geode. We found this geode, and there's water right here. There's also a lot of suspicious-looking gravel, and it sounds like, if you listen closely. Now, by the way, if you're checking caves for this method, subtitles might help out huge time. Turn those things on. So we're caving inside of our cave, and it's now gotten pretty deep here. I see water flowing, and the subtitles in my ears are telling me water is flowing as well. When you see water flowing inside of a cave, then especially if you saw water particles, I don't have any of those here, but water flowing could potentially mean some kind of buried aquifer, or in other words, a buried body of water, a flooded cave. It's not a terrible idea when looking for diamonds using this water method. When deep, if you see water flowing out of anything, maybe try digging around that thing just to see if maybe there is like even more water. If you can find a flooded cave, oh, my friend. Well, if you can find a flooded cave and that flooded cave is a deep flooded cave, then you could potentially be golden. Now, with water over there and gravel all over the place, it's not gonna hurt for me to break this gravel out and just see if there's more water. It's definitely not an always for certain guaranteed thing. Like, sometimes water will generate and it'll just be 1 single block of water. But typically, when I find a little bit of water somewhere, like a waterfall or something, that means there might be a flooded cave nearby, and it's not a bad idea to dig around. Flooded cave, flooded cave. Are you flooded? Oh, you're definitely flooded. Oh, wonderful. I like it. Now, this is the part of the episode where things start to get a little bit dangerous. But if you're deep, and we are, -6, ideally we would be deeper, but we're still deep enough. We move into the flooded cave. With these enchantments, hopefully we'll be able to breathe for a little while. You're going to want to move around your flooded cave, dig out some blocks maybe, and look around for diamonds. Because... oh. Yeah, like kind of like that. Kind of just like that. Look around for diamonds. Diamond generation inside of 1.18 and higher is interesting. You see, diamonds generate more commonly the deeper you go, but also less commonly when exposed to air. If a diamond generates, say, inside of a body of water, you know, kind of like this room right over here, when a diamond generates in a body of water, well, there is no air around until you create the air. Look, long story short here, friends, what I'm saying is diamonds, they actually generate a little bit more commonly when submerged in water. Now listen, sweet, ooh, at least 3, sweet fortune pickaxe. You need to do the work this time. Give me luck. By the end of today's episode, I'm looking for 10 or more diamonds. Fortune 3, you're gonna carry me through this. Let's go. Give me as many diamonds as possible. Give me 25 right there. Oh, or 8. Haha, or 8. Oh, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Door, you're coming with me. Step number 1, move into your world and go deep inside of the caves. Step number 2, run around in the caves and look for signs of water. Whether that's water pouring out somewhere or maybe water particles, find the water. Then go ahead and maybe break out near the particles. Hopefully that'll lead you into a flooded cave. Ah, it's the same one. Now once you made your way into that flooded cave, it's time to look around. Look up high, look down low. It's diamond time, hopefully. Now, if memory serves me correctly, this should go down to the deeper part of the caves that I was in, and also part of the cave that I just made probably absurdly dark. Aha, yes, it does definitely go deeper. I remember finding some kind of big open room. Maybe it was this way or something. And then inside of that big open room, maybe over here? I remember hearing more water. Side note, when I was doing the caving episode, did I really, like, not look around down here at all? I just, like, kind of cut through? I mean, I guess it kind of goes up. I see why I would skip it, but, like, come on. Who caved down here? It's terrible. So let's see. We'll go ahead and use this water to get down a little bit deeper real quick. Drop some more torches all around us and see what we can find. I swear, I remember it being, like, a corner. Like, I don't know if it was this corner or somewhere else, but I definitely remember seeing water drip out. And now let's pause for a minute right here, because here we have another sign of water. Except me, knowing how caves generate, I don't think this is going to be an aquifer. You see, there is no rule as to how aquifers will generate, but typically, when they do generate, they're not going to be in like a pillar formation right here. You can kind of see that this is a random pillar sticking up in the middle of the cave. It might have diamonds inside of it, you never know, but it's probably not going to have like a giant body of water inside of the cave, buried deep. So we could probably skip it. So I'm having a problem here. I can't really seem to find wherever that cave was. I found my spawner room. I swear, in one of these caves, I remember, ooh, maybe it was this one. Yeah. I remember in one of these caves finding water on the wall. If you find a wall that is really flat looking, like suspiciously flat, that might be the sign of an aquifer cutting in. It's a great idea. See it to mine into the wall and maybe you'll find more. Aha. All right, now, seriously, what is going on with me inside of the other episode? Would I, like, not light... Was I not lighting things up because I was gonna potentially miss things? Oh, and I hear a glow squid too. That's another dead giveaway. All right, so we got an aquifer over there we gotta dive into and check out, but over here we got, ooh, sweet lapis and diamonds too. Please, give me a lot of diamonds. And lapis too? Yeah, sure, I'll multiply you. I used a lot of you up on enchanting. It was painful. They didn't want to talk about it. It was deleted anyways. With subtitles on, sometimes we'll see titles like water flows, and other times we'll see things like glow squid swims. A glow squid swimming is a dead giveaway that you got a deep cave. Glow squid will only spawn inside of deep caves where it's completely dark. Once I place a torch up there, it's not gonna be able to spawn again. Now it's a little bit hard to see in some of these deep dark caves. A smart way to make your eyes a little bit more acclimated to it is place torches at the top of it. The light will flow down and hopefully reveal diamonds or other tricky blue rocks. Now I was hearing glow squid swims, but I'm not seeing any glow squid swimming, so it's gotta be over here then. Usually inside of a cave, what I like to do when breaking into an aquifer or a suspected one is dig down a little bit. That way the water will hopefully end up just flowing straight down into that and not ruining all the torches that I put. Hey, yeah, beautiful. Just like that. Glow squid swims somewhere inside of this cave. Oh, there you are, my friend. I'm sorry. This is going to be the first glow squid I'm taking out of this world, but I got to take you out. I want those ink sacks. Give me your sacks. Wait, that sounds weird. Anyways, we're gonna swim up to the top again and place a torch. That's gonna make it a whole lot brighter, and now I can see. Hopefully, I'll be able to find diamonds. All right, now looking around inside of this cave here, it is dark, it's deep, it's kind of hard to see. We're gonna try and strategically place torches on the ceiling here and slowly move down this whole aquifer. Also, by digging a hole in the ceiling and putting a torch up there, it gives you another spot to move up to and breathe, if you need to breathe. What I'm gonna do here first inside of this aquifer is move along the ceiling here and place torches, so I can kind of start to like light it up and see a little bit. Now, ideally here, this aquifer being in the stone range, it is definitely possible to find diamonds up high, but it's going to be more likely to find diamonds the deeper you go. Meaning, if we can find an aquifer that goes even deeper than this, that would be beautiful. Also, instead of aquifers, you'll find magma blocks, stopping these things to get a little bit more air. If you're a little bit more late game and you have options like sea lanterns, frog lights, anything like that, you could totally swim around in here and just drop those things down on the ground. That would be way, way more effective. But unfortunately, I'm not to that point yet. Diamond, come out wherever you are. I can't really see down here, so I can put a door next to a wall like that and then put a torch. Then all of a sudden, I can see a whole lot more. And I can see that there is nothing but disappointment here. Now, when moving around inside of these sunken caves, especially if they get smaller, you gotta be really careful. It is so easy to get lost inside of these things. That's why it's a great idea to keep things like doors on your hotbar. If your breathing gets low, which it probably shouldn't too much, at least with the enchantments, but if your breathing gets low, you drop a door down, no big deal, take a break, breathe, and then keep looking for diamonds. So diamonds. I'm not really ready to call it fully quite yet, but it's looking like this cave doesn't really get anywhere like deep enough to expect to find a ton of extra diamonds. I think what we might do is kind of call it good here and move back up to the surface, because there is another method, and it might be a little bit safer. Back up on the surface of our world in the middle of night where this guy has continually stalked me. Anyways, back up on the surface of our world in the middle of night. Let's roll it over today, drop off these materials, and move on. Back up here on the surface, there is another beautiful way that you can do a little bit of diamond diving, and it might be a little bit more safe too. I mean, we're still going to be fully submerged under the water, with the risk of drowning at any given second far higher than it would be up on land. But except only this time, we don't have to cut through any dangerous caves to find the diamonds. The other way to execute diamond diving, maybe even a little bit more flawlessly, involves a giant body of water, known as the ocean. You see, usually, if you can find an ocean that gets pretty big and wide, sometimes it'll start to get a little bit deep. Using a boat, if I lower my point of view in third person just right, eventually I can basically like x-ray through all the water and actually find an ocean ruin. Like right there. Anyways, getting my FOV just right, I can sail around inside of this ocean and scan the bottom of the floor with my eyes. I'm looking for a sign of a cave that cuts deep. Kind of like that right there. You see? It looks like, from the looks of things, right down below me somewhere, I have a cave that gets a little bit deeper. One of the things that can give it away is down at the bottom of the ocean, if it looks really, really deep and you have magma blocks like far, far away, then you might have hit a cave. Jump into the water, watch out for drown, and sink it down as quickly as you can. As soon as you hit the bottom, either land in a magma block or place a door down. You're gonna need a little bit of air so you can breathe. Now, it's so hard to see right now. If I had night vision, it would be a whole lot easier, especially inside of this door trap right here, but it looks like I've landed myself inside of a cave. If I go ahead and replace this door right here, move into the door, break a block on the side, and place a torch, then all of a sudden I'll get a little bit of light down here, and I can look up and definitely see that the land over me, 100%, I've left the ocean and entered into a cave. Now that I'm inside of a cave, and oh my god, now that I'm inside of a cave and it keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper, all I need to do here, my friend, is get as deep as possible. Maybe breathe a little bit and look, look around for sweet, sweet diamonds, just like that. Oh, it's beautiful. It's flawless. Diamond diving. Oh, diamond diving. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We're gonna move over to these diamonds. I'll breathe right here, and you know what? I wanna take this on and celebrate it with a light. If I place the blocks, break the blocks just right, I get a torch right there, and diamonds, beautiful diamonds. I see you in full, shining bright. Oh, we only get one. I kind of figured, being on a pillar and all, but oh, it's more. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I shouldn't have doubted you one single second. We're up to like 15 diamonds total for the full episode, and oh, it's wonderful. I feel like I've barely even done a thing. Yeah, with the right enchantments, the right setup, diamond diving is 100% the way. See, the thing that would make this even more crazy too is if I was able to see, like if I had a light source. Oh, have I just found a cave? I put a door down and found a deep cave. Oh, that's amazing. Let's check it out. While we're down here inside of the deepest deep cave, we might as well pop around. Because of how aquifers generate, this isn't actually too uncommon. You could find a big deep cave with a skeleton, skeletor, and water, and lava, and fire, and terribleness inside of it. Leave me alone, spider. Not now. We're leaving. We go into the water. It's safer in the water. Never thought I would say it. But you gotta be careful. Oh, you gotta be so careful. So anyways, I was saying the diamond diving, if geared up correctly, is absolutely beautiful. And it's nowhere near as dangerous as a cave. Clearly. So next up, my next plan of action is to maybe just, keep it inside of the cave for now. I've got a door on the side of an aquifer somewhere that'll lead me into a cave. It is a great idea to check random flat areas instead of these flooded caves, because you never know. Maybe they do lead into cave systems. You just have to be careful because I clearly, as I can hear here, I swear this is probably the skeleton that was getting me, but you probably stepped in the fire. Good, you get what you deserve. Oh, yeah, 100% it was the skeleton. Yeah, you get what you deserve, vile creature. Is it a bad idea? Is it a greedy idea to move back into the cave, though? Hey, probably. All right, I'll leave it for another time. Oh, whoa, no way. Oh, that's crazy. I was looking at this water saying, like, in my head, like, oh, that's weird looking. No way, it's a flooded geode. Oh, that's so amazing. If I was going to build, and is that more diamonds? Bruh. No, it's a glowing stag. That's okay. If I was going to build a water base, this would be beautiful, though. You got the geode right there. Oh, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime find. What about right here? Do I see diamonds? No, it's so dark. I can't see anything. It's just water. Yeah, so wow. Honestly, the hardest thing about this whole diamond diving experience today is actually being able to see things. Without the lack of, like, proper light that I can place under the water, I have to get pretty close to things to actually see if it's a diamond or if it's a glow like and tricking me. All over this thing, though. This is huge. This is one of the biggest underwater caves I've ever seen. For the most part, we're probably going to want to try and stick down low by the deep slate range, but diamonds can generate anywhere up to Y16. Just because diamonds generate more down low, though, don't sleep on the higher up part of the cave. You never know. You might be able to find some extra diamonds. Side pocket right there with a little torch inside of it. Diamonds? No. At this point, finding a few extra shiny blue rocks, or maybe even another cave system with a creeper inside of it. And yeah, finding a few extra things. It's just a flex. It's just a nice added bonus to the wonderfulness that happened today. Oh, but actually, look at this. I move into the cave system, and very, very dangerous in here. Oh, and a mine shaft. I was going to say very, very dangerous in here. Yeah, just like I was saying earlier on, sometimes you'll find an aquifer, and then you'll find more aquifers next to those other aquifers, and sometimes in those other extra aquifers, the bonus ones, you'll find diamonds. Not this time, but sometimes. You never know. A smart way to move around these big flooded ocean caves is kind of like following the walls, if you will. It's going to be kind of tricky to do, but if you can find a border and kind of move along it and maybe like stop every once in a while, place a door, a torch behind it so you can like see a little bit better, but yeah, pick one direction and basically move around the side of the thing. Is that another? Oh. It is another cave. Wow, this giant aquifer has led to like caves all over the place, and every single time I find more, and I feel like I definitely shouldn't be going in here. Like, it's dangerous, but at the same time, like, I mean, you never know. You find the deep cave, you dig a hole to like make a torch, and then you end up finding even more caves. Wow, this caving luck is absolutely insane today. It is crazy. I'm trying to look around inside of that big cave aquifer thing that I found, but I just keep finding even more deep caves, and I can't help but resist to check out every single block inside of these aquifers. Anyways, aquifers, deep caves, and aquifers, deep caves, water in general. Look, I don't know if you see what I see right now, but deep caves, aquifers, and water in general, one of the best ways to find diamonds quickly and easily inside of Minecraft 1.20 and beyond. All right, but we don't want to push our luck too much here. With a total of 14 diamonds here and then like 15 or something back over at the base, I think we're golden. We got all the diamonds that we need for more armor and even a diamond sword as well. And yeah, we're not going to push our luck. There's a drown with the trident. Yeah, trying to hit me. I'm just going to slowly swim into the abyss and swerve left and right. You can't hit me if I'm curving and swerving. No, you can't. I'm not worried at all because I have found the land. Yeah, it's the middle of the night. I don't care. Trident, drown, leave me alone. Watch out for those things. Oh boy, let's get back home. And okay, they're all over the place. They're all over the place. They hate me. Why are they doing this to me? Stop it. Stop it. We're going to get back home. But before I'm going to get back home, I'm going to take a nap. To wrap up today's episode on our slow march home, I'd like to take a look at today's comment of the day that actually totally blew my mind. It basically involves like a bunch of math and technical things dealing with enchantments, but apparently, if this is true, this has blown my mind. I guess I need to do an enchantment deep dive. This is insane. I love comments like this. Take a little bit of time and gear yourself up with your eye water enchantments and finding diamonds. Whew, it's gonna be easier than ever before. With all these extra diamonds properly ours, we're a huge part of the way closer to taking on that sweet dragon. Patron gang, a big shout out, 8Marie23, Autumn, BC1117, MinecraftMojo.com, Arlo, aka Bobby, and Nick C. Thank you. Thank you all so much for watching. It has been me, Waddles. I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.